Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's live trading, and I hope you're very well. It is just coming up to 20 to 8 in the morning, and see the dollar yen's been coming up. I want to be in on this dollar yen today, so I'm going to put one unit in right now. Remember, I can put 6 lots in, so I've just gone in with 1 lot so far, just because I want to be in this. I think it could want to do a bit of a pullback, but I just want at least a unit in case it just runs away from me. So I've got the 1 unit in at the moment. Target wise, we have got the daily R1 pivot up at 68, and then after that, I'm really looking out towards the 4-hour 200, which is up at just above 121, so 50 pips or so away. So it's got some potential there today, if I am right on this one. So it's all lined up quite nicely, and so I've got that 1 unit in. I'm going to probably be waiting now until 8 o'clock and see if it does a bit more of a pullback. So I'm waiting for see if I can get a bit of a pullback to then get some more entries in. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, so I'm going to get some more units in as we come down to my lower bands, and then I really want to hold on to this today, or try and give it some slack. It's not one of those trades that want to get in with a tight stop. It's just not one of those sort of trades. So it's going to be a much wider stop on this one. So it'll be if I lose on this trade, it'll be a bigger loss. But it's one of those trades that needs the slack. So I'm going to be putting my stops down here in the 20s. So I'm just waiting to see if it's going to come down to my lower bands, and it looks like I'll be able to get a couple more units in then. Then I'll hold with the final couple of units if it comes down that bit lower, maybe towards the 5-minute 50, that sort of zone. So I'm just waiting to see if it's going to come down to my lower bands, and now I've pressed record again. It's now just sitting there, but it's nearly there. Are you going to do it, or am I going to have to press pause here? Looks like I'll have to press pause. Back in a bit. Okay, so it's come down to that lower band now, so I'll get 2 more units in down here. Okay, so it's just to hit my lower band here, my white band. And so I've just got 2 more units in, so now I'm in with 3 units, but I want to get 6 units in total. So hopefully there's still going to be some more opportunity to be long. At least I've got 3 units in now, and then we'll see from there. So I picked the top on the first unit, but I wasn't bothered about that, just in case it wanted to just run. And like I said, we'll have to see what happens. As far as overall, it could take some time. So this one, I've got to give it plenty of slack, I think. I think it could retrace more, and that's why I've split my units rather than going all in with my whole 6 lots right at the highs. I've broken them down so I can get different entries with a stop down here, and hopefully my analysis overall is correct. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and it looks like it's come up to that first target level. So let's bring up the account. I haven't done anything yet. I've got to quickly take a profit because I've missed the opportunity. I was out there making my breakfast, and I need to take one of these units off. So let's get one of the back ends off. We've just about hit, so I'll take 1 unit off there. So I hadn't even got a chance to put my stops in. I was just making my breakfast, and anyway, it's come up. I've had to run back in. So we're in here with the guys in the trading room. As you remember, we've put the 3 units in so far, and it's had this nice little run up so far. But I don't think this is going to be over yet. It's come up to that first sort of target zone. It looks like it just air kissed it, so it's not quite hit it. So I'll see if it can actually hit it maybe in this next few minutes. But ultimately, I'm still looking for more upside on this to then ultimately still break higher yet. So, but if we get another pullback at some point, then I will be looking to put another entry in. So we'll see about that and get some more entries in yet. So this isn't over. So quite happy to trade in and out of this one today and see if ultimately it can go higher. But I've got that 1 unit taken off so far. I would get a second unit off if we can actually hit that 68. It looks like it just nearly got there. It looks like it was about 67. So I'm looking for 68.5, which is the daily R1 pivot, and then ultimately 121 something. So I'm going to go back to cooking my breakfast, and then I'll come back to this. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and it looks like we're about to hit that 68. I think we just hit in the 68 now, so I'm going to take that second unit off here. So as we've now hit the pivot, so So I've got the second unit off, and now with the remaining unit, I'm really going to be looking for that 121 or so area. So there's nothing much to do with this now at this stage. If it just carries on going up, then I just hold on to this until we get up to my my next target, which is above 121. Basically, it's the 4 hour. I don't know if it's going to show on telly charts here, but because obviously I'm watching eSignal off the screen. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's this 4 hourly chart, the 200 period moving average here that you can see here. So a bit above 121. I think telly charts is slightly out, but yeah, it's a bit above there. So that's what I'm ultimately looking for today. So even with we've taken some profit off and then running the final unit, it will still end up being a nice run because it's still got another 30 odd pips, 30 to 40 pips to go yet, if it is going to go up there, which will still end up being nice even on this last element. So but we'll see. I think it's possibly, it's had a good run so far this morning. At some point it's going to probably, he says, consolidate and do a pullback, and as and when if it does that, then I will be looking to get more entries in again yet. So I'll press pause for now. Right, just back. Obviously, this dollar yen, just as you can see, has just carried on going up. The target's at 121. We've just been at 120.90 just a few minutes ago. I'm chatting here with the guys in the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a limit order in. I've put a limit order way up there at 122. I'm not expecting that, obviously not. That's just to keep it out of the way. Because what I'm actually going to do is treat this like a little mini swing trade. So what I'm going to do is still take half off. I want to take half profits at 121 if we get there, because it's that target. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half. So it gets a bit complicated because what I have to do is to take half. I can't set it up against the open position at the moment. So here's the open position. So what I have to do is set an order to sell for only 50,000 because I'm long 100,000. Hopefully you can see that. There it is. So I'm going to put an order in to sell up at 121, and that will effectively mean that I'll only then be net long 50,000 at that point. So it's effectively taken half basically. So I'm going to do that. So sell limit up at 121. And then place the order. And I don't even really need to put a stop behind it. Actually, I will put a stop up at 122, for example, so miles away. So this will just sit there on 22. But the other net, I'll still be net long with 50,000 going all that way if it was to go all that far up. But because I'm seeing the potential to go to 121.50, I'll just manually close it out later if it did do all that in one day. But yeah, there's potential there. So that's that. Oh, and I'd better put a limit order in where. We'll put that down at 120.30 at the moment. That's where my stop is, I think, isn't it? 120.30, yes. So there we go. Let's put that's in. Good. I know it's a bit complicated, but anyway, at least that's done. So we're sitting here at the moment, waiting to see what's going to happen here with this dollar yen. I'm going to be going out in about an hour. It's 9:30. It's approaching 9:30 now. So I'm going to be going out in about an hour, and then so we'll see what happens. I'll press pause. Okay, just back, and we can see that it's still coming up again. We're up at 91 now. So let's see. This will the account will that will automatically take that half profit if we get to 121. Remember, so we are getting closer there. We're at 93.7 now. We'll see. Now I've pressed the record button. It's bound to stop again. But that's where we're at, and it's only got another less than 10 pips to go if it can get to the big round number. I don't know if it's going to or not, but if it can get there, then obviously that it will then automatically lock in that by taking off by selling half a lot, so 50,000 stake size, then it'll do that. So I'll press pause for now. Now it's dithering. We'll see if it's going to get there. Okay, just back again. We're still just on 96. So look, I've moved the order a little bit to put that to bank half at 98 because we're just ahead of the round number. So you'll see my order come into the screen in a second because we must be right on it. 97.4. So I'm seeing if we can. Is it going to appear in real time or not? We're less than a pip away, and it's not doing it at the moment. So it's thinking about it. So it looks like I'm going to have to press pause again in a second because we can't just talk about nothing here. No, it's paused. So I'm going to. Right, just in, and it's obviously just hit that 98 level because, as you can probably see now, it's just triggered that sell. So what it's now done, as you can see, I'm now net net long only 50,000, but I'm still net long 50,000. So now I've got the original long still there, but I've effectively, by putting a short in here against that, I'm now only net long 50,000. So I've basically effectively banked profit. That's what, by putting that in. So if we were to come down, as you can see, if we were to start coming down from here, this short starts making me money. The long, it starts coming down a little bit in profit, but then I'm making some money on this as well. So locking in the gains effectively. I've moved my stop up to 120.45, so that's where I've moved the stop. So so far so good. This isn't necessarily over yet though. I still think there could be some more to be done here as we go through the day. But for now, at least, most of it's banked, and just in with a small position. And that small position, like I said earlier on, if it does just go from here, and I don't get to put any more positions on, then I do think we could have a good push into 121s, and so I'll just hold on to this combined position. But for now, that's where we're up to. It's going well so far today. Okay, just back, and whilst I've been getting myself ready here, we've gone up and hit that 4 hour 200. Let's just bring up the chart here. Sorry, there it is. We've hit the yellow line now, so we've done the target. I was looking to trade in again if we did a pullback and everything else. We're pulling back now, but we have done the target. So in actual fact, now we've done that 200. I'm going to close out of all of this. So let's get all this sorted out. So I'll close the positions, and that's it. So what's that? £480 for the day today, so not a bad way to finish the week. I might still trade this this afternoon again yet, but it has done that 200 period on the 4 hour chart for the time being. So, but I may still want to trade this later. I think this is, if it comes into pullback mode, there will be some opportunities yet today, to buy into this, even if it just does some nice little bounce plays. So I think there's some potential more opportunities there. But I'm going to leave that with you. Nice to be back on a winning week. I think last week was a losing week, wasn't it? And the week before, I think, as well. So anyway, I shall leave that with you. Back on... Actually, I'm not back on Monday. I'm away for a long weekend, so I'm not here on Monday. So I will be back next Friday for live trading. See you then.